Shall we? And we'll continue with where it's a bit chilly and the rains are coming down, but inside it's lovely and warm. And our producer Vanya is at the Sandton Convention Centre. She's joining in the celebrations for the International Mother Language Day with the Pan-South African Language Board. So let's go over to Vanya, find out who she's going to be chatting to now. Vanya.
Thank you, Leanne, and welcome back. As you've mentioned, it's cold and wet outside, but we're warm in the Sandton Convention Centre. Now, as you've mentioned there, we are celebrating the International Mother Language Day along with the Pan-South African Language Board. As we're standing in the foyer this morning, dozens of matriculants of 2016 is being awarded by the Pan-South African Language Board for their excellence in their language subjects last year. One of these students are joining us this morning, Kabo Matela. She obtained 92% in her English language last year. She's currently a physics student at the University of Cape Town. Good morning, Kabo. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. And you?
I'm well, thank you. Kabo, tell me, what do you love about English? I mean, you've obtained 92% and you were the top learner in Free State.
Well, I think that English is a very dynamic language, and that's why it's so. That's what attracted me to it as a language. I've always read English books because they were the most easily available books, so I think that's where my passion for the language came from.
Seeing that you are being awarded this morning, why physics and not something that's language-based on tertiary level?
Well, my love for languages is kind of second to my love for maths and science. So I decided to study physics because I also feel that there's a poor representation of African women in the STEM fields. So that's why I felt more drawn to studying something more intellectually stimulating than a language.
Okay. And you've mentioned to me before the interview that your mother tongue is Sesotho, but you feel more comfortable communicating in English. Why is this?
Well, I think within the environment I grew up in, most people did speak English or Afrikaans, which are more Western languages. So I feel more comfortable because that's what I grew up around. My family is Sesotho. We do speak Sesotho, but not as much as in my home we spoke English. Probably also more to allow me to excel at school, which was, at my school was an English school. So it was, to help with that.
You say that Afrikaans and English are more Western languages. Tell me, do you take pride in your mother tongue, which is Sesotho?
Definitely. I think that Sesotho, along with all the other languages, all the other 11 official languages, it's an important language to preserve. It has its own history behind it. I mean, half of South Africa used to be Lesotho owned. So I think it's a very important language, and I love the language, even though I might not be as fluent as I want to be in the language.
Tell me, this morning you are being awarded by the Pan-South African Language Board for your achievements last year. How do you feel?
I'm very proud. I actually didn't know any of this was happening, and then we got the call, and I was very shocked but very proud. It's something to be proud about and to be happy, yes.
Also, what advice do you have for learners at school about language subjects? What can they do to improve their marks?
Well, I think there are the typical things. You have to read the language a lot. You have to speak the language a lot with whoever speaks the language. But if you don't have a passion for a particular language, it might not appeal to you as much as if you did. So it's important for people, especially with their mother tongues, to find something within that language that appeals to them so that they are driven to learn it more, to master it. Because knowing a language, and especially your mother tongue, opens you up to a whole new world of ideas.
There we have it, Leanne. Learning your mother tongue and knowing your mother tongue, as Kabo says, opens your eyes to a world of possibilities. Back to you, Leanne.